Well, tonight, if you just joining us, we'd like to say the pleasant welcome again to another time of night and broadcast on the official Facebook page of the Liberia Legislative Corporation. And my name is Charles Ramadan here tonight with the LEC Network Design Engineer in person of Dickson Varney. Dickson Varney is the man that is leading the restoration of street lights across Monrovia and its environs as it relates to major intersections or marketplaces and other major streets. So the Dickson Varney is here tonight. We are right along the Congo Town Boulevard belt, and he's going to be giving us a progressive update as it relates to the current work being done under the astute stewardship of Mohammed M, Sherif, who happens to be the Acting Managing Director of the Liberia Legislative Corporation. So, Dickson, we got thousands of Liberians now following from across the globe, from Liberia as well and everything, the non-following the live page. So, tell us about this ongoing street light project. So, your name and your position?
So, thank you very much. I'm Engineer Dickson E. Senior Network Design Engineer, PMC, LEC. Well, tonight we are here to give out some basic information as relates to what's happening right now at Ministry of Health.
Ministry of Health.
So this is the result of our MD, who happens to be very much innovative, Excellency, Honorable Mohammed M. Sherif, who have seen the region along with his team to make sure that, because when he came first and he noticed that some of our major streets, some of our marketplaces, intersections, those areas, has been a high out of criminals, and he told us that there's a need to electrify. That's what we are giving power out to our people in the community. I think we also need to electrify the street. So he initiated this, and immediately, there were mandates that were sent to the team, headed by the PMC team, and we were able to start. And he told us that he wants to see from the Ministry of Health through ELWA Junction up to Rehab.
Up to Rehab,
yes. Because there's a road construction is ongoing.
Sure.
But that area, it has been very dark and it stayed dark. We understand that there will be a solar street light, but that is yet to take place. So he being an innovative person with his team, held by, also I want to say this. My boss, my our boss, Mr. Mohammed M, and my media boss, Engineer Shubayo, I want to also commend them because they have been a force also helping the MD to make sure that
these projects come to reality.
And also with the rest of the team. So I want to say thanks and appreciate giving us the opportunity to lead.
Yeah, to Mohammed Shubayo,
So to make sure that this project, this is just a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, the MD told us that this is a pilot, and we have so many areas that we need to do. Okay. And it has been earmarked, and they have been designed, they have been built. So the areas, once this pilot works, we start to move into areas.
Okay.
To major streets, major market, and major intersection.
So let me just take the camera around a bit for our followers to see how the streets of Monrovia or Congo Town are like here during the night hours. So that is just for them to see for themselves and know what actually we are talking about. So across the principal streets of Monrovia, major intersections, market structure or marketplaces, Mohammed M, Sherif, the acting managing director of the Liberia Legislative Corporation, wants to have all of these places being electrified for the during night hours. So Dickson, just tell us about this entire project. How did it start?
Yeah, so as I told you initially, this project it came as a result of our acting MD when he came. He actually moved around, and many times when he come from work late, he pass here.
He make us stop.
Yeah, he make us stop. The plane stop.
Talk to the crew.
So I mean, you cannot even recognize at that time if we have a major intersection. Boulevard Junction.
Yeah, because you also the
place should be very dark. So and more besides, they have other areas that also, when you came first, it was a package, part of his deliverable. Okay, so it's just a continuation of his innovation. So he said that, we need to move, and we need to move very soon. So there are low-hanging fruit, projects, and which we can carry out very fast. And this is just part of the low-hanging fruit, because it was 2 or 3 days ago. He told us that, look, we need to have light at major intersection, especially ELWA Junction and that of Boulevard Junction. So immediately the team moved in, and we were able to move with some equipment, street lights, and we decided to carry out the project. And this project is it's being carried out by one of our contractors.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Which is global engineering contractor. So it's in a two-fold. So they are doing both installation of street lights and that of land diversion for the overhead construction project that will soon take place. So if you look around, you will notice that most of our poles has been diverted.
LV lines and things.
Yes, to the demarcations that were given to us to erect through public works. So we cannot leave the street vulnerable, especially the major street. So we decided to do street lights to have the area brighter, so that we can also, because what the important thing about the street light is that it brings about security. Okay, now that you can see after 9, you see a lot of people, just moving around. But if this place was dark, you wouldn't have seen them. So it also brings about economic benefit, okay, and a social benefit. So they are all part of this package. So the MD sees it feasible to carry out this initiative.
Many Liberians are now commending the acting managing director of the Liberia Legislative Corporation, Mohammed M. Sherif. Tell us.
Oh yes. Well, the thing is, this man is not just somebody who just comes. He's not a stranger to electricity problem. He has worked with other entities like WAP. He understands the energy sector, and it's almost like continuation of what we are doing to carry out to make sure that energy is being shared to everyone in the country. And thank God that you also have the team who are very much forceful and understand the plight and the security of electricity.
So but I guess he won't serve as the general manager for CRSG Transco and everything. He'll care to anything.
Oh yes. So you see, he serves as well. Manager.
The general manager for CRSG Transco, so he has vast experience, vast knowledge. Yeah, he been
also
in the business for a very long time.
In the business for a very long time, and mobilizes. And in fact, he has gone beyond. Okay, and that you see the energy that we enjoy today. I mean, he's working behind the scene.
Behind the scene.
Now that he's in negotiation with Guinea, so that we can have at least 30 megawatt. And also, he has finalized with Africos to augment the energy that we have.
Yeah, because personally,
and plus with the ones that already we have at Makofe and the bourgeois.
Yeah, because personally with Africos, we are around 45 to 50.
Yeah, almost close to 60.
And then plus the one that you get plus the one that is coming from Guinea.
We have about 66.
Okay.
So bourgeois we have about 38. And then when Guinea comes, so I mean there's a lot of energy, and I wish our people will enjoy power even during dry season.
Okay, yeah, because Liberians are more concerned about the dry season aspect of the
so that's why
electricity. Yeah,
the MDA
that's one of the questions they keep
working
asking.
behind time. Okay, they are working because they understand they are not new in this, in the energy sector. So they understand the energy sector. Okay, so they are working, doing everything from it in order to keep the energy rolling. Because the thing is, energy is what? Security. Okay? Other people, we go out, other countries, we see. People move. You don't even know, whether it's dark or whether it's day. Okay? So, because of his innovation and the thing, so he also wants Liberia to continue to dwell in darkness.
So he's doing all he can to improve service delivery to ensure uninterrupted electricity supply. So how many street lights have you guys been able to install from the health ministry here down to ELWA?
Okay, so the initial request,
I guess you have the data.
Yeah, the initial request, we requested 50 street lights. We have installed 43 street lights. So as you can see, I think we'll move to SD Copper Junction, we move to ELWA Junction and that of O Atlantic.
Okay.
So all of the street lights are there. Is actually welcoming, and it makes the economic environment to boost. You see a lot of people, because at the time, like the major junction, right after 8 o'clock, they start going on. But right now, as we walk, as we drive through, you're going to see people sitting, up to 12, even 1 o'clock. So this is the importance of the street light.
So let's see those following the live broadcast and participating as well on our screen. Let's see if we can get some of the comment. The man Child Luke said, "This is very commendable thanks to the team thus far, thanks to the acting managing director of the Liberia Legislative Corporation, Mr. Mohammed Sherif." The man Acquaid from Paynesville, he writes in from the GSA, he said the MD is working robustly. It comes from the man Acquaid, that's how he called himself. Fadi Nasat is following the live broadcast. He said, "Awesome job, thanks to the LEC team for such a great job." So let's see if we can catch up with some of the comments and everything, because the rain is coming and the network is not too stable yet. Experiencing serious network connectivity, so we can read out of the comments. So Dickson, okay, so just you want to maybe speed up because the rain and everything. So
as I said initially, this is just a beginning of other project. So we intend tomorrow the team gonna move from ELWA towards Rehab Junction.
Okay, so you mean from ELWA Junction all the way to Rehab?
Yeah, where you gonna drive without headlight.
Wow.
You drive, your light is off. Yeah.
So what do you expect from the citizen? Because sometimes when you guys when you guys install these iron pole, the guys come to maybe use it for alley or other stuff. And you care to speak on that?
Yeah. So those things I don't want to be a little bit, but sometimes people
let me just hold you there.
Understand the importance of electricity.
Okay, Michael Michelle said all I can say to LEC or what LEC should continue to work for now. It is greener season. Let's hope this can continue throughout the dry season. So it is one of the it's just one concern coming from the man Michael Michelle said. He said hope LEC, the Acting Managing Director of the Liberia LEC Corporation, Mr. Mohammed M. Sherif, can continue for the dry season. Yeah. So yeah, that's what they're saying. They are more like concerned, about the dry season like during that concern.
Yeah, sure. So as I told you initially, the acting managing director LEC, they are working. They are putting all mechanisms in place
to address the dry season.
The team of Mohammed Sherif, the acting managing director.
The cream did that cream. Calling the cream did that cream.
They are not sleeping and they are not strained to what is unfolding.
Energy environment.
So they understand the energy environment. We will get there.
Okay, David B. Kemuka said, great initiative. He didn't state where he writing us from, but he said great initiative. The man David B. Kemuka, that's why he writes in. He said great initiative. So let's come to the next comment here. The Vocho Simon said, great job. Barnaby is not your police and doctor. Okay. Otero Yanku said, a testimony to your hard work, senior engineer Dickson Varney. Okay. How can it be how sustainable are the solar lights? Okay, someone is asking how sustainable is the solar light?
Well, we are not installing solar light.
Okay.
So let us make that clear.
Okay, so you are installing street lights.
The street lights, which is the AC.
Okay.
So it uses our power that we produce.
Okay.
Not the solar light.
Okay.
The solar light is also good.
Yeah,
but when it comes to the brightness, between the solar light and that of the AC light, the AC light has more lumen, more brightness than the solar light.
Oh.
As you can see, one of the AC light.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about.
It's almost equivalent to 4 of the solar lights. Okay, because it depends on the sun. And sometimes the storage, the battery within it, if you notice that when it's getting older, it starts to dissipate. So maybe we can move to the next junction.
Okay, so that's it. We now trying to do some adjustment here because of the rain. So we're doing some adjustment. So we're going to be wrapping to the next junction. So just bear with us as we try to put our gadgets and everything intact. So if you just joining us, we would like to say a pleasant welcome again to the official Facebook page of the Liberia Legislative Corporation, and we would like to say heads up to all of the managerial staff there at the Liberia Legislative Corporation, working across to ensure service delivery. We like to give it up to the Acting Managing Director Mohammed M. Sherif and that of his technical managerial team, like the likes of Honorable Thomas Zergongaon, the acting deputy managing director for operation, Mohammed El Saw, the acting deputy managing director for technical services, and that of Honorable Eric Augustin Fedricks, the acting deputy managing director for administration. So tonight we are moving along the Congo Town Boulevard intersection is where we are, but we are experiencing a kind of serious kind of heavy rain, so we can just continue. As you can see, there are a very heavy downpour of rain. But let's come to the comment section to see those following the live broadcast and read out their comment and everything. So let's see if we can do some adjustment, and then later we can continue the live broadcast. So if you just join us, keep being posted. This is the official Facebook page of the Liberia Legislative Corporation. We are bringing progressive update as it relates to the current state of affairs of the corporation. So that's how it is. So let's see how we can adjust. So we're trying to do some adjustment and everything. Once we get through with the adjustment and everything, we can get started with, we can continue with the live broadcast. But as it stands, there's serious heavy pool of rain that we are experiencing present. So let's see if we can get started and everything. So we are still trying to do some adjustment and everything. We're still trying to do some adjustment. Just we get through. We're gonna. So again, we still. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so we are now approaching the Monrovia the intersection there, and then we're gonna do a little broadcast, and then we're gonna call it a date, and then tomorrow again we're gonna get started with another live broadcast talking to community residents and out of businesses as it relates to the progress being made by the current Liberian management team as it relates to uninterrupted electricity supply. So let's come to the comment session. So the man was still finding it difficult. The network it's kind of tough, yeah, but just keep bearing with us as we position ourselves, and then when we get to the ELWA Junction, we're going to bring you another live broadcast. But as it stands, we're still managing tonight. Okay, so just going to take it cool. The man Aprad Duke said there's one. So that's it. We managing, hour like this, you gotta be careful, the guys. If you don't take time, the guys gonna check your phone and everything. So you gotta be very careful. So that's how it is. So this is gonna be a regular tour during the nighttime, interacting with businesses, talking to community residents, giving you a clear look of the city as it relates to the current state of affairs. So as you can see, the streets, the management, the LEC management is doing all they can to ensure that these streets are forwarded, let up. Yeah, so on the current Liberian management team, we would like to say hats up to the acting managing director, Mohammed M, Sherif, and that of his deputies, the deputy for operation, the deputy for technical services, Mohammed also, the deputy for administration, Honorable Eric Augustine Fetcher, alongside with the man Dede Aishobayo, who happens to be the director for planning, engineering, and major connection. Also the man Hadi Sherif, who happens to be the director for commercial and regulatory there at the Liberia Legislative Corporation. We'd like to give it up to all of the hard-working men and women employees of the Liberia Legislative Corporation. They are doing all they can to improve service delivery, changing the narrative, So that's how it is. So we are now driving through the Boulevard here, though you built approaching the SD Junction. Is this the SD Junction? Okay, so I think we will make a brief stop at the gas station and do a little stop here a bit. So you will just pack it up, and then we can just continue the live broadcast from here. So we're just giving you a clear view of the city of Paynesville, how Paynesville is like during the night hours, so a lot is happening in the crowds. The energy sector would like to say hats up to President Joseph Yuma Bouaka for the support being provided to the current Liberian management team to improve and to ensure service. Did they add the LEC So let's now join Dickson Varney again. Here is the SD Copper Road intersection. As you can see, Liberians are all doing their normal business and thinking that this is the gas station. A lot is happening, so we are moving from one point to another point just to give you progressive update as it relates to how the city is like. This so the Dickson, our followers are 9. Following us, tell us how was it like in previous time, like here when you come here during the night hours.
So this is just a testament to say that previous time then your phone is being gone.
Okay,
so now that previous time then your phone gone. It's gone. But now that you can even drop a pin and you just pick it up. So the place is so unique. As you can see, this is LEC Junction. Well, you can even notice whether the place is dark. So you can drive without headlight. Just drive without headlight. So this is just a level of commitment, and people of innovation, people of integrity, and who wants to see their country also moving forward. And once they are around, we'll make sure that things will work the way it should. So we want to commend the MD for his hard work and putting the team, the relevant team, who all wanting for LEC to move another level. So I want to appreciate him, his team, and also the engineers.
Yeah, the engineers, the technicians.
Because, MD would say, yes, I want this to be done. But do we have the qualified and competent engineers? Yes. So these people make the work to move, as if you say, they move with the speed of light. And which will also make the MD and his team to carry out more projects once we have because it's Liberians that are doing it. Unlike before, most of the work, you'll see foreigners, you'll see...
That was the question that was about ICU.
This time you have young engineers,
wow.
Who are very courageous, who are very innovative, who are willing to work and who are willing to deliver, their quota to Mama Liberia to make sure that other countries moving forward, we also need to move to improve our energy sector, to improve our access to communities, so that every citizen can enjoy the benefit of the world.
One thing the MD Mohammed Sherif always is focusing on has to do with the part of Liberians in terms of paying their bill. What is expected of Liberians?
Yeah, so this is a caveat we should send this message.
Yeah, the coroner is coming, it's not free. The managing directors are always saying that.
So we want to encourage our people
who should pay their bills.
You need to pay. Nothing is actually free. Energy is security. Energy boosts up economics. But let's say, for example, if you're using your own generator, right, and maybe you bring 2 gallons every night, just check that. But you use like $10, it carry for 2 weeks. So it costs, no one should actually involve yourself into
power theft. Yeah.
Yes. We should be able to help, LEC, the Liberian government, so that we can have access to energy to our homes, to our villages, and everywhere. So we will encourage our citizens, our customers, our energy users to be more proactive, to make sure that they be able to pay their bills, so that we'll be able to generate more and more energy for them.
So, can you just tell us about the continuation of this nighttime tour and everything?
Yeah, so this is just the beginning. As I told you, we just started just a few days ago, 2 days ago. So we'll continue this. This is not, I mean, it's just a beginning. As I told you, we move as far as Rehab. And once that is done, we move to other areas because we've already have a package, okay, to do major street lights or restoration areas, that will affect major streets, major intersections as SD Cooper, and then major roads where our people will be able to sell their goods. They will have no worries to go to bed. I mean, they will be out up to 12. They'll be up to 1. Okay, this is what LEC, have intent to make sure that everywhere, is lit.
And you're going to find students making use of the opportunity
Very good opportunity
studying under the street lights and everything, doing their assignment.
Petty traders,
those doing businesses.
Do their businesses. Okay. I mean, cold water is everywhere. In fact, cold water used to be like $10, but now they have dropped. Some of the areas $5, some of the areas 3 for 5. 3 for 10. So that alone, speaks volume that energy is what. We are moving towards access to energy for all of us.
That was the voice of engineer Dickson Varney. He is a senior network design engineer at the planning engineering and major connection there at the LEC. Dickson Varney, thanks. That was so much for taking time out. You've been working since this morning up to now. You stay in the field, my man. I want to know, where do you get your energy from, my man? Tell us where.
The thing is,
from this morning till now, my man, you're still in the field, man. Where?
When you have a passion for anything you're doing, passion drives you to go extra mile. Because, it baffles me. If we went other country, people don't sleep
without
our country. So we all need to work, put hands together. We all need to work. Make sure that we help LEC pay our bills for LEC to have more generation. Because the idea is, if we have up to 100 megawatt, okay, the country will develop rapidly. You have industry coming, okay, you have factories all coming. It creates job opportunities where you have industry, you have factories.
Boom the economy.
So we have that passion. Whenever we decide to work, the energy increases.
Everyone else talking to you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you just joining us, that's how we'd like to come to the end of tonight's live coverage as it relates to the restoration of the street light that was being mandated or ordered by the Office of the Acting Managing Director of the Liberia Legislative Corporation, Honorable Mohammed M. Sherif, to light up major street corners, marketplaces, major intersections across Monrovia and its environment. And Dickson Varney was here, is here. He has been giving us progressive update as it relates to the project and how it's going to be like. So keep following us. Tomorrow again, we're going to come again with in different community. We are bringing you a different scene and different look and everything. So thanks ever so much. My name is Charles Ramadan. Keep following us for more progressive update as it relates to the current state of affairs of Liberia's energy sector. We'd like to say hats up to the current Liberian management team there at the Liberia Legislative Corporation. From the top, Mohammed M. Sherif, his deputy Honorable Thomas Gongamon, the deputy for operation, the technical services, the deputy managing director for technical services, Mohammed L. So the deputy managing director for administration, Honorable Eric Augustine Frederick, and that of the entire workforce there at the Liberia Legislative Corporation for such a job well done. So keep following us and keep giving us your support by paying your bills and everything. Thanks again.